Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fans of the one and the only Mr. Doddie Weir, welcome to Doddie Aid, the Captain's Chat. And have we got a lineup for you? You know who they are because you're following them. You are in their team. Imagine being able to say you are in the team with those guys as your captain. Magnificent. The totals are outstanding. The numbers are off the charts. My name's Bruce Aitchison, and I'm going to be your host for tonight, our magnificent event sponsored by the one and only Genius. And Jim Hamilton is on Buffalo Watch, so be very careful, gentlemen, when you're on the screen. We have quite the lineup for you. We've got John Barclay. Needs very little introduction. We've got Davey, Edinburgh captain, and just fresh from the pages of the evening news because he's becoming such a star. We've got Big Jim, who has got a little moniker for himself on the screen. Look out for that one, and his spelling is correct, unlike when Doddie made his appearance on Lorraine. Did you spot it? I didn't, but it was pointed out to me. Kelly Brown from Glasgow. He's not really from Glasgow. He's not really from Glasgow. And Rory Lawson representing the South, who is about to get off his spin bike because he is churning out some miles on Zwift to add to the total. It's going to be magic. And thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for everything you're putting into the pot, both in miles and those pennies. The totals are absolutely magnificent. Rob Wainwright, who is in my phone in capital letters, Rob Wainwright. When he phones, it's like, Rob Wainwright. Rob Wainwright has given me the totals, and they are absolutely to the point where the numbers are too big that I'm not sure I can say them. That's how good you lot have been. We are joined by heaps of people online. There is a comment section. Be nice. Be very nice. We've already got people tuning in. Andy, who is an absolute superstar. Hashtag Rugby Scotland. Andy is a great supporter. Linda is in. We've got Graham Bateman. We've got all sorts going on. And it's good to see Team Exiles have actually recruited some people. Isn't that good? Jim is now not on his own, and he's got a backroom team that is making Clive Woodward blush. It is so, so big. But tonight is sponsored by Genius Brewing, and the man behind Genius Brewing is my stunt double, Mr. Jason Clarke. Look at that. It's like a split screen. Hello, Jason. How are you?
Hi, Bruce. How you doing? I think I'll take it as a compliment that we're like separated at birth, twins. I'm just the older version by about 10 years.
Well, I'll take that. I'll take 10 years. Now, you've got your Genius Brewing T-shirt on. Talk to us about Genius. Talk to us about your relationship with the great man, Doddie Weir, and the foundation.
Well, we launched Genius Brewing in 2018 to make healthier drinking a pleasure, not a compromise, basically, with our beer that's got a bit less alcohol, low calories, and hopefully still tastes great. But it was at the same time that we launched that Doddie's Foundation was just really getting going. And we always wanted to do something that was important to us as a business beyond the product. I was at school with Doddie, played rugby with him at Doddie, with Doddie at school, and also my wife's father died of MND, so it was a bit of a no-brainer to get alongside the foundation. And we've been working with them now for just starting our 4th year, and we donate 5p from every can of our beer. Doesn't matter where you buy it, where it's sold, 5p from every can goes to Doddie's Foundation.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant, the support you've given. And what are you thinking about this, Doddie? How good has this been?
I think everything about the foundation's journey has just exceeded everyone's wildest imaginations. I'm sure Doddie's his own. He could never imagine it's got to what it's got to, the amount of money it's raised, and how it's just raised the consciousness of MND across the country, beyond rugby, beyond Scotland. It's huge. Look at the money we raised. It's about £6 million now, and MND is not something that people just don't understand anymore.
Those figures are just bonkers, aren't they? £6 million, and most of that is driven because it's Doddie Weir.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Doddie's just a huge character. He's put so much into what he's doing now, and he's an easy guy to get behind, isn't it? But I think it's the whole network effect today. We've lived this last year almost on Zoom like we are now, and here we are in lockdown again, not able to do some of the big fundraising events that the foundation's been doing over the last few years. So the individual contributions of people who are at home like we are, or getting out just for a walk, a run, a cycle, these individual contributions now are making a big difference to the foundation, because it's a lot of small amounts that make the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been superb. And tonight, Genius feature as sponsor, but what have the captains got up their sleeves tonight?
Well, what we're going to do each week, we're going to reward individuals from each team who the captains have identified as making a particularly good effort, and that could be the amount they've raised, or the effort they've gone to raise it, or just the imagination maybe they've put into to raise it. And everyone who the captains choose will wing them a 12-pack of our beer, which will hopefully motivate them to keep going.
Brilliant. Well, Jason, it's been great to have you along. Sit back, relax. Your job is now done. Thank you for all of your support. And I'm sure the winners are going to be delighted when the 12-pack arrives on their doorstep. I bet that one will not be left with the neighbours, put it that way.
Thanks, Bruce.
Brilliant. Cheers, Jason. Great to see you. And it's good to see Doogie Vipond in the comments, who is supporting Team Northern Midlands. Andy Nichols in there as well. Come on, the Northern Midlands. Tell you what, the Northern Midlands are on fire.